by to them on the 4th of Cheshvan, today's date, Yom Gimel, Parshas Lech Lecha, Daled Mar Cheshvan, Tafshin Chaf Aleph, and he spoke the famous Maimer Chazal, Al Yipter Od Maxhabero, El Metoch Dvar Halacha. A person should not take leave of his friend only out of a matter of halacha, because by speaking a matter of halacha, through that he will remember him. And he concludes, Amarle, that one of the Tanoim or Amaroim said to the other one, Ad Karten Milsa, you reminded me something. He said that he was escorting him to a certain date palm orchard, and he said these date palms are said to be in existence from Adam Arishon. So that reminded him the following: Maidach, where it says in the pasuk, Be'eres le'over ba'ish, a land that no man crossed over there, v'lo Adam sham, and no man was settled over there. Lo melacha. This comes to teach you, what does this pasuk mean to tell you? The Adam is referring to Adam Harishon. And it doesn't just mean Adam Arishon living there, but it means Adam Arishon designating this place as an inhabited place. Kol Eretz Shegazer Allah Adam Arishon Liyishuv Nisyashva. Any place that Adam Arishon decreed that it will be settled was somewhere that eventually was settled. Kol Eretz Shegazer Allah Adam Arishon Liyishuv. In any land that Adam Arishon did not decree that it should be settled, Loinis Yashva, it wasn't settled. That is the Maimer Chazal, or the series of two Maimer Chazal. In Rabbeinu Sienu, and our masters Arabeim taught us and explained that the Hine Gaba Torah concerning Torah, it says, Rochel Darchi Noyam, its ways are ways of pleasantness, V'chol Nisivuseh Shalom, and all of its paths are peace. The Torah oil, and we also know Torah is light, it illuminates. The Torah illuminates a pleasant way between man and his fellow. And this is found also in the bracha that we make on the Torah. This is also the bracha that we make on the Torah. He gave us a Torah of truth. Chai Olam can mean everlasting life, or it could mean the life of the world he planted within us. What does that mean? When the light of truth as in Torah shines by him, like it says in the beginning of the bracha, Torah's emes, which is that Torah of truth is Torah's Chaim, a Torah of life. It's a lesson and a directive in life. It directs and illuminates the path of a person in his world. Then it's recognizable and visible also in the life of the world between a person and his fellow. As it's known, the V'ahavta l'reacha kamoicha hu kli l'v'ahavta Hashem Elokecha, that loving your fellow as yourself is a vessel for loving Hashem your God. So these two things go together. You have the Torah that connects him with Hashem, and this manifests itself in his interactions in the world with his fellow. So here is the connection between Torah and taking leave of your friend. Therefore, when a person leaves his friend, then there becomes a geographical separation between them. Therefore, we have to make sure that this geographical separation should not affect something that's not appropriate in and by v'ahavtarach kamoicha. So therefore, how do we avoid what the Rebbe is saying in euphemistically, any separation of a spiritual sense? He has to leave for him some particular thing that he should remember him by until they will return and see each other. So the Rebbe in the bracket says, who says we're going to see each other again? So he brings from the brackets a Lahoim and Maimon Baal Shem Tov to note from the statement of Baal Shem Tov Hayidua that's well known, Shekol Makom Shahoya Adam Pamachas, any place that a person was there once, Muchrach Love Sham Shenis. A person has to come there again. So therefore, if you saw him once, you're going to see him again. Therefore, Al Yipater Adam Maxhaveiro, a person should not leave his fellow, top of the page Vav. Only out of words of Torah, because the ways of Torah are also pleasant ways, also in the life of the world, because it causes unity amongst a person and his friend. So that is the general explanation of this statement of Chazal. So now he's going to pose some questions. So the Maimer examines this. According to this, it's difficult. Why he says out of a matter of halacha, the mashma the dafka ozechrei, which seems to indicate only when it's a matter of halacha, that's when he will remember it. And we need to understand the Maimer over there asks, what is this dvar halacha that he remembers it? That he remembers him through it. So now the Rebbe is going to elaborate on this question. And we can add to this question, that the question is really a double question. Why specifically a matter of halach? The Torah itself, there are many parts of Torah. Because of the fact that the entire Torah, its ways are ways of pleasantness. And through that he gave us the Torah of peace, again, Torah of truth, regardless of what part of Torah, even if it's not halacha. So he planted within us the life of the world, that we have unity and we have oneness. So therefore, they calling him so therefore he should be able to take leave of his friend from any matter in Torah, not just a matter of halacha. He said it's a doubled question. He says, in addition to this, since we said before that what is the purpose of this dvar halacha that he's saying, so he should be able to affect that he should remember him until the next time that they will see each other. It's enough that he leaves something with him. Doesn't have to be specifically Torah. Seemingly it's possible to find many different things. If person A will leave it with person B, he'll look at it, oh, this whatever, this little trinket I got from my friend, and therefore remember him, even though he took leave of him from a physical place. What's the need specifically in a matter of Torah? Another question that to ask on this, what's this idea that whatever Adam Rishon decreed to be settled was settled? What's the connection of this idea, of this Maimer Chazal, with the previous Maimer Chazal about a person should only take leave of his friend only out of a matter of halacha?